welcome back.
We're enjoying the weather. It's awesome outside. It's
Beautiful.
a nice hot, probably 80, 76, 80-ish degrees. It kind of smells and feels like a Northern California, Washington State kind of summer.
If you see white things falling through the camera, it's not snowing, thank goodness.
Can we catch some? Right here. Watch it fly away.
But yeah,
So, yeah.
things are in absolutely full bloom up here.
Except for our garden.
Another thing that is in full bloom is mosquitoes.
Oh,
mosquitoes.
They're so bad.
Full transparency, I'm having a really hard time with it. All of the mosquitoes that I'm used to, like they kind of come out 5 p.m. like evening-ish, but you have the entire day where they're not so bad.
We've lived in a place that had horrible mosquitoes. More mosquitoes in number and more pervasive than these. And the difference is you have until, like you said, 5 to 7 p.m. no mosquitoes, then they come out. Here, it's just all day long.
So our dogs are being attacked. Every time we bring Kai outside, he's getting eaten up. We found something called California Baby that a few parents around us have kind of like told us that works. If you guys have any other suggestions that you found that works with mosquitoes, that's kind of like more natural, please let us know. We are desperate.
We definitely like using more natural bug repellents. Not a big fan of using DEET.
Well, we sprayed it in my car one time and it took off all of the paint on the inside, like it melted the plastic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I probably shouldn't put that on our skin, to be honest. On another note, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous weather up here. We're super blessed with that. Yeah, we're gonna go replant our garden, which we'll get into a little bit more. Problem solving with growing a garden in Alaska, what can grow, and kind of the problems that we've been running into. So let's get into it.
And I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you. Baby up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change.
He looks like he's doing fine. This is our old camper that we used to live in. Hopefully we'll live in one day again. We were just out here working on the garden and he's getting so heavy now. We just put him to sleep in the camper, turned on the air conditioning, and he's having a good old time in the old cabin, the old coastal cabin, taking a nap. Passed out.
Just to reiterate, we lived in it by choice. We were inspired. We didn't want to buy a house in Maryland at the time. We just really enjoyed camping and going to the ocean on the weekend. So we bought a 16-foot camper, had our 2 huskies. We were both remote working and it worked. And it was great. We hope to do it again. First time being in it. We used to call this the coastal cabin because we would literally just take it from east coast to west coast. And it was so much fun. It was a blast. First off, AC unit is rocky. It feels so good in here. Up top we have all of our kind of like little closet storage space. Closets on either side of our beds. RV queen size mattress. There's also storage underneath the bed. Storage underneath the bench seats. And the table that all those guys are on folds down and creates another kind of like RV twin size bed. So another bed there. We have all of our cupboards for food or extra storage, more storage, microwave. We got an oven. Ooh, stovetop.
Kai's never seen this place before. Oh, it feels good in here with the AC on.
I know.
This was definitely the hardest part to get accustomed to with the small shower, but we do have a sunlight in the shower. That was nice.
What, a skylight? Our fridge. Oh. So we have a fridge and freezer.
And there's for your frozen pizzas and ice cream.
And then of course our lovely heater. It feels really good to like live minimally and just pick up and go. Loved it. And we are really itching to get back into it.
Yeah, we are.
Back to gardening.
Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding.
So we just got everything into the ground, mostly Andrew. So we planted celery,
cantaloupe watermelon,
bell
zucchini,
peppers,
squash, bell peppers, broccoli, lettuce, spinach,
Ton of tomatoes.
Ton of tomatoes.
Things grow really, really well in Alaska because the direct sunlight for so many hours during the day.
We ended up going and buying some growing medium to go ahead and top our rows with so they have a little more nutrient density there. We thought nothing was growing, and then I got out here to plant, and it turns out that a lot of stuff had started to sprout. Maybe we just weren't patient enough.
Some things that we kind of ran into before we made some kind of drastic changes because of the direct sunlight, and it's so hot so many hours of the day, the soil just dried up like that.
So we got everything planted, but if we want this moisture to stay in the ground, we're gonna have to mulch it. Just had like mice stealing our seeds. So our answer to that was we're just gonna sprout everything inside. Little handy dandy things you put under a grow light, and everything sprouted so fast. So at least now they've started, and the mice don't really have anything to burrow in and steal.
Before we move on to the next thing about the garden, dang mice in Alaska.
Oh.
I understand mice are everywhere in every state.
We have an entire tunnel burrowed through concrete.
In the garage.
They have burrowed through concrete and dug a tunnel to get into our garage.
Back to the garden.
So getting the right soil or growing medium, getting a soaker hose, sprouting your seeds indoors before planting them helps a lot. And then last I would just say is mulch. You gotta mulch, especially in a place like Alaska where you have so much sun. We have probably 20 to 21 hours of sunlight right now, and it just dehydrates the soil so fast. I mean, everything else around here outside of what we're watering, pure dust. It's just so dry. That's what we're doing right now. We're gonna play with different nutrients to help speed up the growth.
Homegrown.
Homegrown, farm to table, like the cigarettes I saw in the store the other day. Farm to pack.
Is that a thing?
Oh yeah.
Ow.
Healthy,
Mosquito.
clean cigarette.
Sun is going down about 11:30 p.m. now.
4 p.m. 8 hours of sunlight.
Is that right? Oh,
About
shoot.
midnight.
Gosh. Yeah, so we got 8 hours of sunlight left of the day at 4 p.m. So we're gonna take full advantage of it. And so we're gonna take Kai to his first little dip in the kiddie pool. So
Yes.
we'll see how that goes. It's a long indoor winter.
Long winter. So we are happy being hot.
Not complaining. No.
But these mosquitoes are still killing me, as you can see.
Yeah, mosquitoes are horrible.
go to
See you
the pool.
guys in the pool.
So our well comes from 165 feet down. So pulling water from a pretty cold place. By the time it gets up here, it's probably still 35 to 40 degree water. So I went inside and got the tea kettle and heated up some water. Is that better? You like that? Well, that was a fun little pool day for us. This guy's first pool day.
Was a success.
Yay.
And we will see you guys in the next video.